Alright, welcome back guys to part number 5 and the final part of my Xbox 360 collection. And oops, I forgot something. I actually thought about it while I was doing probably video 2 or 3, but it wasn't until the break between 4 and 5 that I actually went and grabbed it. But I have something else for my Kinect. This is the EA Sports Active 2 exercise program. I hesitate to call it a game. It's really like a trainer in a box, and that's not all. You get the game itself, but you also get a heart rate monitor like this here that you wear on your arm, and it actually communicates with the game, and it uses the Kinect as well, and gives you a pretty intense workout that can be tailored towards whatever you want. Like if you want it to be super intense, you can go for that. If you want it to be light, you can go for that. It will track your weight, although you kind of have to tell it your weight at the time, so you got to be honest. And it'll tell you how much weight you've lost over time and whatnot. I'm just sad to say that I got started on it and did it for a couple weeks, and then I went away from it. It's got a resistance band too, but I didn't see it right away. Hopefully it's still in there underneath the game itself. Alright, I hear thunder outside and I'm starting to lose my light a little bit, so let's wrap this one up. Alright, we're going to start off with Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell Conviction. I tried a little bit of this, but I think, like I mentioned in my Xbox video, when it comes to Splinter Cell games, I'm not all that good, and I don't find them to be like amazing or anything. And I realize now, looking at this next game, that this kind of qualifies as another one of the RPGs for the 360 that I was looking for, although it was kind of on the outside looking in. But this is Star Ocean: The Last Hope. The main reason why I would consider this as one of those RPGs is because I loved the Star Ocean 2, which I'm blanking on the name, but it's on the PlayStation 1. And then Till the End of Time, which was on the PS2. Those were really, really good games, so hopefully this one is as equally as amazing. Alright, next up was my Platinum Hits copy of Star Wars Force Unleashed. Whether you get this on 360 or PS3, I think a person who's a Star Wars fan needs to get Force Unleashed, at least this first one. I haven't played the second one. I've heard from people who said that the second one feels like DLC that they released in full game form. But this game to me was really, really fun. It was a little hard sometimes to master the controls of all the Jedi abilities that you attain, but it's a really neat story. It looks beautiful. It's a must-have in my opinion if you have PS3 or 360. Alright, next up was John Woo Presents Stranglehold. I just think of it as Stranglehold though, because that John Woo Presents makes it seem like it's a movie. Now this is supposed to tie into another John Woo, or an actual John Woo movie called Hard Boiled, which I've seen and it's amazing. But the game itself is, it's a game. You have to control it, so therefore you have to try to gauge it by its gameplay, and its gameplay is okay, but it's nothing to write home about. Alright, next up is my 360 copy of Superman Returns, which is the prettier version between it and the Xbox One, which I also have. And like I mentioned in the Xbox collection video, it's a fun game, but I just spend so much time flying around as Superman and not actually paying attention to what's going on. Alright, next up is Rockstar Games presents Table Tennis. Yeah, soak that in for a moment. Rockstar Games, known for Grand Theft Auto or Red Dead Redemption, Bully, put out a table tennis game. But it's supposed to be really, really good. I just haven't had a chance to verify that. Alright, up next, a couple Tomb Raider games. Tomb Raider Anniversary, Tomb Raider Underworld, and then of course the reboot Tomb Raider, which this is my copy of it, and this is the collector's edition case that it came in that includes, amongst other things, a nice Lara Croft figurine. And like I mentioned with my Batman Arkham City, one of these days I will be able to display my figurine somewhere, but for now, it stays in a case on the shelf. Okay, up next we have Top Spin 3. This is an unopened tennis game. I bought a couple of cheap tennis games hoping to find one that I would really enjoy. And the other one, coming up later in this video, I opened it first and played it and loved it so much that I've never even checked this one out. Alright, up next we have Two Worlds 2. I don't know much about the Two Worlds games except that the first one was supposed to be pretty horrible. Here's that tennis game I mentioned, Virtua Tennis 2009. This is the one that I created a character in and have been playing here and there off and on for a couple of years. But it's a really fun game, relatively simple and easy, so I think that's probably why I like it. Here we have, this is Season 1 Season 1 of The Walking Dead, which is an amazing game. That's in my favorite game series, so check that out if you want to hear some more. And this is The Walking Dead Survival Instinct. This is the one that's based directly off of the show instead of off of the graphic novel. And this is the one that's not so good. Okay, up next is a game that I really wanted to play because it looks amazing and it had a lot of good reviews, but I wanted to play the first game first. But I have the first game on Steam and I haven't played it for very far. But this is The Witcher 2, Assassins of Kings, and this is the Enhanced Edition. The Enhanced Edition has the game, but it also has a book that's up underneath there. I didn't want to pull it out of there because now I'll have to try to fix it. But the Witcher series looks really cool. The third game is coming along and is going to be for next-gen consoles and powerful PCs, so I'll be out of the running for that. Now we're going to fly through some WWE SmackDown games. We have 2008, 2010, 2011, WWE 12 when they changed to more of like the sports games mode of numbering, 12 with Randy Orton on the cover, 13 with CM Punk on the cover, and then the newest one I have on the PS3. Alright, the last three games I'm going to show off here real quick as my light continues to diminish are what's called the King games, Sneak King, Big Bumpin', and Pocket Bike Racer. I highlighted these in an installment of my Unique Games series, so check that one out if you want to hear more about them. These were games that were put out by Burger King, and they are available on the 360 and the original Xbox. And you can hear my thoughts about them if you want to watch that video. Well, alright, that's my 360 collection. Unless something else is hidden in here that I've overlooked, that's all of it in all its glory. So I hope you enjoyed the series of videos, and thanks a lot for watching, and stay tuned for the next ones. I should be jumping into my Sony collections after that. So thanks a lot once again, and I'll see you next time.